Okay, so here we are, movement 2 of Duality, the ballad. Actually, that's not the first set. Let me show you real quick what the first set looks like. There we go. This is obviously the last set of the opener, first set of the second movement. The only difference from the drill page are these two performers right here. Actually, this one is normal. This one is the same. This person, I pulled from the front sideline 35 to over here just to facilitate the color guard change, the equipment change, and then the movement onto the field. So in actuality, these two performers will start right here, I guess. Whatever you want to do, Megan and Sarah. As you're going to see, there's not a whole lot going on from a drill standpoint. Winds and percussion, it's more just kind of reshuffling and putting people back into sections. The color guard, on the other hand, has some pretty nice staging for some little features. It's up to you how you want to utilize that. The only real issue is, as you're going to see during the woodwind featurette, there is sort of a mass color guard pass-through situation happening where they're all moving into the center of the stage. I think it's actually going to work thematically. It's sort of whimsical, musical sounding, and I think it's going to work from a sort of a chaotic, whimsy, free-form idea visually. It's going to look nice. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. I'll point out anything I think that might be an issue, and just let me know if there's any problems. So I'm going to start the show right now. Just as a reminder, right now we're just kind of reshuffling the winds back into sections, mostly for later, mostly for part 3. Shouldn't be any issues color guard wise here. Maybe watch that right there as those color guard and percussion members pass by one another. This is a very strong form. I think this is going to work well for us from a musical standpoint. Obviously, the color guard is staged such that they can do a little feature. Here's our woodwind featurette where the color guard is going to be passing through kind of en masse through the winds to restage them for this final hit. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. There's plenty of room through there, and it's going to be more of a scatter set. This section right here is kind of a move 4, hold 4 with a body posing on the hold 4s, similar to what we did in the Queen show at the beginning of the ballad. And then we're going to push the form backfield with the with different sections potentially doing. Let me go back to this last set. With different sections potentially doing some turns backfield or some body and things like that as we go. Like I said, it's not a whole lot going on visually from a drill standpoint, but I do think that it's a really important song from a color guard staging standpoint. In terms of staging for the third movement, obviously the battery is here. The battery is going to drive down towards the front sideline and forward. It's going to be a little bit more heavily visual for the battery during movement 3. As far as what we got here right now, because you don't have the pages in front of you, these are all the woodwinds. I'm sorry, these are all the mellophones and trumpets right here. We have all the low brass down this side, saxophones in the back, a couple flutes right here, but then flutes down the side to about here, and then the rest are clarinets all the way down the side. So we're in sections, which is going to work nicely for movement 3. Otherwise, the only place I think that there's going to be maybe any kind of visual issue when we're teaching it is that woodwind featurette pushing the color guard into the center stage area. But I do think it works visually. So let me know if there's any issues, and that's it. Movement 3 coming soon.